Hello, everybody. This is Angry Bald White Guy. Yeah, I'm still here. I haven't been doing much lately because what am I going to say? But I finally found something to say. I finally found something that might be worth talking about that really kind of needs to be presented because even though a lot of people have talked about it in the past, it really hasn't sunk in yet, I don't think, as far as what's happening now. We're coming up to the elections, and this is a big deal for a couple of reasons. Number one, because this country has, I don't know, disintegrated into a, I don't know, backwoods country, a third world country in its thinking and its actions. And I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent. So I mean, of course, I lean liberal. I will admit that I do lean liberal, but it's not. That's not why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's only because when you get down to the nitty gritty, okay, when you get down to all the things that the Republican Party stands for right now, it's I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. It's really scary. It's very scary because they don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care really about the American people at all. It's only about them. And that's why I think Trump has such a tight grip on these people, because Trump is all about Trump. And, who would, want to be associated with a guy like that? Well, other people that feel that, it's all about them. And that's really, I think, where it stands. This violent rhetoric and these people that are spouting this vitriol that is actually getting people hurt, that is getting people in danger, that is putting people in danger. And this is I don't know any other time in my lifetime that something like this has happened. A couple of points that I want to make. Number one is this election seems to be about the economy, as well as, of course, women's rights and violence. Okay, so let's address the economy. Okay, the economy's in a recession supposedly, and the number one reason normally, and I've been through a few recessions in my life, the number one reason is workers increased salaries, and it's not it's increasing prices, and that's the normal routine for the normal path for a recession, because it has to counteract with the prices and increase in prices to increase the with the income of people. But that's not what's happening now. Okay, income is not rising that fast. It's not rising past the general cost of living. It's not doing it. So what is driving the recession? Well, I'll tell you what's driving the recession. Corporations are driving the recession. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that they are raising their prices because they can, because no one's stopping them, because they're allowed to just rake in more and more profits at the expense of us. They're doing it at the expense of us. And they're inflating these prices to create inflation. Why? Well, number one, because they want more profits, but number two is because that gives their base, the Republicans, an excuse to be in power. Oh, we're gonna fix inflation. Well, that's going to be easy for them because they're the ones who are creating the inflation. If you create something, then you can go in and fix it, can't you? So that's the story on inflation. This inflation is not the normal inflation. It's inflated because the corporations are making it inflated. They are charging more for their products because they want to, not because they need to, but because they want to. And that is what's driving inflation. Number two is the crime. Well, I mentioned it earlier, and that is the rhetoric that is being spouted by the Republicans or ignored by the Republicans is violence, is promoting violence in their speeches, in their Twitters, in their emails. They're espousing this. And once again, well, if you espouse it, what's going to happen? Well, the soft-brained people are going to go out and become violent. So how do you stop it? Well, you get into power, and then you stop talking about it. You say, hey, don't do that anymore. We're in power now. You don't need to do that. So the Republican Party is not about the standards that they used to be. And they're not about ethics at all. They're not ethical. And in order to be a civilized country, you have to have ethics. And the Republican Party is not ethical. They're not looking out for their fellow man. They're not looking out for the other guy. They're looking out for themselves so that they can use the other guy, so they can take advantage of the other guy. And who's the other guy? Us, me, you. That's what it's all about. And the only reason the Republican Party is where it is right now is because we're letting them. We're allowing it. Just like we're allowing people, we're allowing corporations to increase their prices even though they don't need to. But it also includes something else, which I'm going to get to in my next video. And that is about addiction. The corporations, the Republican Party, are about addiction. They have addicted the populace with their rhetoric and also with their products. They have addicted us. And that's what's driving their profit. That's what's controlling us, is our addictions. Anyway, we will talk about that in the next video. This is Angry Bald White Guy getting my ire up. What the hell?